viewers, it's Inga and welcome to Health Origins. So tonight I've got forks over knives task to do to make avocado ranch dressing. So I'm going to show you the process as well, and I thought I'll make a quinoa salad to go with it. So let's get started. For my quinoa salad, I decided to roast some vegetables. I mean, the quinoa salad is just from my head, so I'll be making it up as I go along. But I'm gonna roast some carrots. I've just kind of thinly mandolined them, about 1 millimeter thickness, and then I've tossed them with a bit of chili sauce, sweet chili sauce. So they're moist, because you kind of need to moisten them with something, and obviously I'm not using oil in my recipes, so I use the sweet chili sauce for this one. And for courgettes, I've sliced them a little bit thicker. As you can see, it's about ½ centimeter perhaps, and I've tossed them with a bit of olive brine. I always use up my olive and cucumber brines because they're awesome just for, roasting vegetables, adding to stocks, to soups, to stews, to anything. So I never pour them out. So I've just tossed it with a little bit of olive brine, and then what I've done here, I've mixed ½ a teaspoon of garlic powder and ½ a teaspoon of smoked paprika powder, and I'm gonna now just lightly dust it all over the courgettes. So for it to spread evenly, I'm using the little sieve. So I've mixed them in this bowl, and now I'm gonna just put them in the little sieve, and then just try and sprinkle it, as even as I can get it. So that's that. And the oven is already hot. It's preheated to 180 on fan, so it's about 200 degrees. And I'm gonna put them in for probably about 15-20 minutes and see how they get along. So I'll catch up with you then. And in the meantime, obviously, while it's in the oven, I will be preparing the rest of the salad, the ranch dressing, and so on. It has been about 25 minutes for the vegetables roasting, and I think they definitely still need some more. I would say another good 15-20 minutes, but I'll increase the heat to 200, so that would be about 220 non-fan, because mine is a fan oven. So I'm just gonna mix them up slightly, just mix them up and then put it back in for another 15 minutes. So in total it would be 40 minutes. In fact, I'll probably put it for 20, then it's 45 minutes. I've took out the vegetables. They are now roasted. Carrots, they're nicely kind of dried out a bit, but not crispy, not too dry. The courgettes also are not too watery, so I think it'll be just perfect for the salads. So I'll let them cool down, and in the meantime we'll prepare the avocado ranch dressing. So we've got mise en place for the avocado ranch dressing. I've got everything prepared. So we've got 1½ cups of soya milk. You could use any kind of dairy-free milks, almond or rice or oat. And then we've got an avocado pitted, obviously, and the green part, the fleshy part, taken out. We've got a couple of tablespoons of minced fresh dill. We've got a couple of tablespoons of nutritional yeast flakes. We've got 1 tablespoon of onion powder. We've got 1/4 teaspoon of chipotle, so smoked kind of pepper powder, smoked chili, and then 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper in here, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, then 3 tablespoons of chives, chopped up small, and then we've got 1 small lemon. Okay, and you can do this in a blender or in a food processor. It would probably work as well. I think blender probably the best, but I also like making sauces like this in my tall jug with my bar mix stick blender that I've got here. So let's add the ingredients. So I'll pour the milk in. In fact, I'll keep a little bit milk, maybe half a cup. I'll keep, and we'll see how the consistency of the dressing is. Perhaps we'll not need all of it. So I put in the avocados, the mustards, and you basically combine everything except for the chives. Chives you only mix in afterwards, and that's about it. Then we're gonna blend it. So I've got everything in the jug, and now I'm gonna be blending it. So the sauce looks nicely blended, and it's quite thin actually for a dressing. I think that's about right. So taste test. Wow, it's quite garlicky, it's quite powerful, but I think it needs a bit more salt. So I'm gonna add more salt. And a little bit more of the lemon juice, and just a tiny bit more of the milk, and blend it quickly again. Now a fresh spoon to taste test it, and get into the habit of, trying, tasting everything with fresh spoons, because there's enzymes in your saliva, and once it gets into the pot of, of the whatever dish you're making, then it's slowly starts kind of breaking it down, and your foods spoil quicker. So anything basically you make, and never, double dip with the same spoon. Always use a new spoon if you are tasting it. So that's the tip I got in my in the vegan diploma course at Demuth's. So I think that's quite a good tip, because they had lots and lots of tiny teaspoons always ready in a pot, for us to taste test. Yeah, it's better. Still, I think needs a bit more salt. And I know what's hot. It's not the garlic that's hot. It's actually the the chipotle chili, isn't it? We're quite not used to very much heat. So perhaps if you're not used to heat like we are, not maybe add not a quarter but maybe half of that amount of a teaspoon of chipotle pepper, because it is quite hot for my liking, I must say. But once it's mixed with the salad, you know, then that should be alright. So a little bit more salt, and I'll quickly blend it again, and tad more lemon juice. Basically I've used all of the lemon juice from that lemon that I squeezed. A washed spoon for taste testing again. Yeah, it's quite nice, I think. So so that's about it. I think I'm gonna mix in the chives now. You can take the stick blender off. Actually, it's thickening a little bit more once I'm blending it. I might just add a tiny bit more milk, just to thicken it, thin it a little bit more, because it is a salad dressing. Yeah, so it's now much thinner. So I'm gonna add the chives, and we're gonna put our salad together. There we are. So we are ready to put the salad together. I've got some quinoa. It's about, I would say, a couple of cups that my husband lovingly prepared. He just boiled it in a homemade stock. So that's quinoa. Then we've got about a cup of the roasted courgette that we made. 1 cup of the carrots that we roasted as well. Obviously we've got our ranch sauce. Then we've got about 4 tablespoons of green olives that I've halved. And I've got about a cup of chestnut mushrooms raw. You could perhaps even fry those if you like it better that way, but you can't eat those raw, so I'm gonna keep them raw. Then I've got about a couple of little gherkins, pickles, chopped up small, and then I've got a little bit more of the chives and the dill. So yeah, so I'm gonna just put everything together and mix in. And it's quite important. There's a few components to make the dish taste nice, and these are your sweet, which is, in this case, it's from the carrots. You know, they're quite sweet, and they caramelize as well in the oven a bit more. So you're sweet from carrots. Then you need your saltiness, which we've got from pickles, we've got from the olives. We also got some salt, obviously, in the sauce. So sweet, salt. Then sour, you need some sour, which again is olives, pickles, and lemon juice we've added. So sweet, salt, and sour, and also some fat. So we've got some avocado in here. I mean, fat could be optional sometimes, but it does deliver the flavor better. So we've got avocado for fat in here. So yeah, so let's combine the salad and see what it tastes like, because I've never made this specific, you know, combination before, but it, you know, I just kind of think it should work, so we shall find out. I'll give it a little stir. My bowl is almost too small for this amount of salad. Really, you kind of want to mix in a bigger bowl, and then perhaps you know, once you mixed it all well, then you can put it in a presentation dish. And then I'm gonna pour some of the sauce. I'll just judge it by eye, maybe do a cup and mix and see if we need any more. You want, you know, the salad nicely coated and moist. So there we go. It looks like it's all well coated. So what's left to do now is to take a photo for my Forks Over Knives cooking course, and then to go and find a taste tester and see how it worked out. So I present you quinoa, roast vegetable and avocado ranch dressing salad.
This should be good.
If you would care to taste test it for me, please.
Here we go. That's good.
Yeah, was it worth the wait?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
I wasn't expecting it to be so good. It's got a bit of fire to it as well, actually.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a chili, chipotle smoked chili at the back.
But it really sets it off. It's not too much. It's gorgeous.
Oh, thank you, darling.
You have to try this, guys.
Yeah, so there it is, finally. So we'll enjoy this and enjoy what's left of our Friday night. And you guys give this a try and let me know what you think. Do you like the taste combination? Because like I said, it's the first time I made it. And see you in next videos.